What's up, everyone, and welcome to Veve Vibes. I know it's been a while since my last market update, but this last weekend I actually went to Vegas, visited some of the Veve fam, and had a lot of fun there. So I couldn't really post any videos for the most part, but I'm ready to get back into it. So first things first, right now I'm actually in the Amazing Spider-Man 209 drop right now as we speak. So this is pretty much between 7:30 and 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So these are the prices that are kind of being corresponded to during that time. So first things first, first things I want to actually check out is these mogul grins. So I'm just going to pull them up right here. I don't think they're going to pull up, but if I just type in mogul in here, so a mogul grin, obviously this is part of the kind of getting exclusive access to that party over at New York Comic Con. The prices have gone up pretty significantly since they actually initially dropped. I think the rare at one point was down to like 18, maybe even lower than that, and same thing with the ultra rare. I think the ultra rare went down to 25, so both of those were below box price. Now they're both well above, and now, as of right now, the secret rare is pretty much pushing 270 as we speak. I think there was a lot of talk and speculation on the interview with Ron English that Corey did, that he kind of said that you might get some special, or he said some kind of one-liner in regard to the secret rare, and I think that's where a lot of the speculation and kind of pump is happening for the secret rare. So go ahead and go back to the homepage. Another thing I wanted to check out, and again, these are probably things I'm just going to keep going over for a while until they kind of come to term, which is the pencils. So as of right now, the pencils, Tinkerbell is pushing 18 gems, Lion King is 14, Frozen pencil is 16.5, and the Wreck-It Ralph pencil as of right now is 44 gems. So for pretty much for the most part, if we add these together, that's 30, 47. You can get these for around 90 gems, and it's been that way for the better part of a couple weeks. So as of right now, if you're really trying to shoot for that desk, you can grab all four of these pencils for about 90 gems, and then whenever the Aladdin pencil drops, I think that one's going to drop between 20, probably between 15 to 20 gems, kind of like these other ones. And at that point, you could pretty much get yourself the airdrop desk for pretty much 110 gems, which I don't think is not a bad price at all, especially if you're into Disney. Let's check out the fiche. I just saw him down there, but I do want to check out the feeds just because this is actually the first, like, I guess, community made, someone in the community, they kind of made an NFT, now it's on the platform, things like that. So these actually pumped a little bit because I do think Brock McBreadcat, who's the one who made the fiches, essentially kind of teased, not teased, but it's confirmed that he's going to be airdropping people one of two fish tanks coming sometime in November. I forgot the date off the top of my head, but the prices of these did go up pretty decently. I think the common at one point was pushing 12, now it's at 15. The uncommon I think was also at 15, now it's at 19. The rare I think was at low 30s, now it's at 42, 43. The ultra rare did pull back a little bit. I think at one point it was pushing about 270, 260 at one point. It's not reflecting on here, but I think for a very brief period of time it actually was pushing that high of a price, maybe just for a day or so. Hulks, of course. I still need to make a video about the Hulks and just kind of the absolute bottoming out of the prices. So once essentially the utility, or once the airdrop was kind of announced, everything just started dumping for the most part. So as of right now, Planet Hulk is at 32 gems, Red Hulk is at 29, Maestro is at 14, and then Normal Hulk is at 42. So as of right now, I know it sounds a bit silly, but technically, if you really wanted the airdrop, or if you really wanted to save money on this whole Hulk airdrop series and collect all of them, your best bet was actually to technically buy none of them, wait for the airdrop to happen, and then buy them all in the secondary. Because as of right now, you can buy this for 42, that's 57, that's 80 something. So it's to buy these four Hulks, it's about 200 gems. And then if you also wanted to buy the Gray Hulk as well, that's right now, I think that one, I'm wondering why Gray Hulk is not appearing on here. Maybe because it's an airdrop, or maybe it just hasn't been updated on there, or maybe it's named something different. We'll actually just pull it up here on Veve. You want to get a price on that. Last I checked, I believe it was in the mid 60s. Actually, I have it in my collection here. I still have it from when I got it from the airdrop. Right now, it's actually sub 60 gems right now. So for the most part, you could have gotten the whole Hulk set for the most part for about 250 gems, maybe a little bit more, 260 gems. I know some people that paid 200 gems alone for the Red Hulk when it was at the top, or some people that paid 150, 170 gems for the Planet Hulk alone. So it's kind of unfortunate, but right now that's just the way the community is playing it. They're kind of gamifying the airdrop system, so people are kind of be ready for that. And I think this is going to continue until we see a pretty big rally or some sort of major announcement that's going to get a lot of people on the VV platform and new collectors. Let's look at some comics really quick. Right now we're at about 5 minutes. We're actually making some pretty good time right now. One, I do want to check out, actually let's just check out just normal common comics for the most part, see what's up and see what's down. Sorry about that. Okay, so 24-hour trend. Flip this. Okay, so what's up right now, and I almost wanted to point this one out personally, but I figured it would make the top right here. These are the two comics. So there was a, gosh, I keep forgetting the, let me actually look it up here. There were some YouTube videos that I watched, and one of them was the Around the Akomiverse. That's what it is. And this time around, they actually had Sleeping Comics on the stream. And so they had Jordan Riz, and then Randy Chavez, Doctor of Stuff, Crypto Rain, and this time they actually had Sleeping Comics. And Sleeping Comics brought up two comics in that video. And one of them was Uncanny X-Men 130. That's the first appearance of Dazzler. That one pumped a lot. Probably about a little over a month ago because of all the speculation around Taylor Swift being Dazzler for the new X-Men movie, or kind of whatever X-Men stuff is going to be coming out here in the near future. And the other one is Star-Lord. So we actually mentioned both of those, and of course both of these are the top comics that are being pumped right now. So right now, first appearance Dazzler is up 35%. Right now she's pretty much at 10 gems, and then Star-Lord was sold for 10 gems, and I think it was down to like 3.5 gems at one point. Now, right now it's up to 6.5. So both of these things, Star-Lord pumped 85%. Now it's at 6.5. So I do think we are seeing the Sleeping Comics effect in full swing. And I've kind of talked about it before. I remember posting a couple tweets about it back in the day, about whenever Sleeping Comics kind of mentions a comic, that tends to pump. That just kind of shows how much weight he kind of holds in the community, or at least people that respect his opinion. So of course he's not forcing anyone to do this, but if he makes a pretty convincing argument, you know, why not buy it, right? So some other ones, Captain Marvel number 14, that's up 32%. Callisto, and I think this one pumped because of the Callisto comic today, because I think this is Callisto fighting Storm right here. I could have sworn, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's part of the reason why this one's actually pumping as well. Right now that's at about 2 gems. Uncle Scrooge at 3.5. First appearance of Hobgoblin, that one's just shy of 5 gems at 4.8. Forgot what this one was. Iron Man 28, forgot who first appearance of that was. I think it's like a villain or something like that, but that's 2.5 gems. But yeah, right now we're kind of in the realm where, you know, things are still going up, you know, 20-30% plus, but it's only moving half a gem just because the prices on these common comics are so low right now. Small pump for Uncanny X-Men. Not a big one, but a small pump for Uncanny X-Men. Ghost Rider's up a tiny bit too. Man, I remember stacking a ton of these, probably over 15 of these at one point. Of course, they pulled back a ton, and I've actually liquidated probably 80% of my comics since then, while it's kind of going down. But I still like Ghost Rider. I still want to kind of accumulate more comics here while we're still kind of in that bear market, right? Let's take a look at ultra rare comics. Actually, let's take a look at secret rare comics, and then we'll okay, so we got, I think this is, I don't think that's the Mr. Fix-It Hulk number 1. I don't think that's the Mr. Fix-It one, but that one is up probably just because the floors are so thin. It's actually really hard to tell with secret rare floors because a single delisting or a single purchase tends to just catapult the price. You know, in this case for Hulk number 1, 160%. For the Spider-Man 294, probably because there's some Craven stuff going on. You know, comics that are being announced here in the near future. That's up 122%. So there's some pretty big swings up here in the secret rare market just because there are other things going on. Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 64. I think this is Cloak and Dagger. That's actually hit an all-time high. That price pretty much doubled. It was going for 30 gems at one point. Now it's at 59. Again, probably because the floor is so thin. There's only 7 listings here. I think ultra rares, and sometimes if you look at a lot of comics, a lot of the times actually there's less ultra rares on the market than there are secret rares. It seems like people are trying to floor the secret rares a bit more often, even though there's actually less of them, right? Typically there's 200 or 188 or whatever amount of secret rares, and there's more ultra rares. Sometimes there's actually less ultra rares on the market. So I'm not sure if that actually signifies that there are people accumulating the VV exclusive covers more than the secret rares, or maybe when people win a secret rare, obviously it fetches a higher price and they can actually do more with those gems. Like, you know, it's much easier to try and sell a secret rare for, you know, 70 gems or 60 gems. You can do more with those 60 gems than selling, I should say, if we look at this ultra rares, you know, you can do more by selling a secret rare with 150 gems than you can like an ultra rare that's going for like 40 or 50 for the most part. So let's just look at collectibles just in general. Let's just look at the overall trend. And then I'll probably wrap it up here. I'm trying to keep my videos between 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll just look at one thing real quick. Let's see what's down. Black Panther pulled back quite a bit. Same thing with Frozen Pencil. That's down 13%. There's a lot of things that aren't down. I remember there was a period of time where there was a lot of collectibles on Veve pulling back 20-30% very consistently. But right now we're in the realm where like things are hitting just the low double digits, you know, 13%, 12%, 10. But yeah, not a lot of things are pulling back right now. I'm not sure. There's just Veve's just making a lot of big announcements. New York Comic Con's coming up here pretty soon, around the corner. But yeah, there's actually not a lot of things just down on Veve for the most part. There's a couple collectibles. These are all just very, very low listing collectibles. So C3PO, this Black Death Reaper, and this like Ghostbusters. These are all just like very, very thin floors. They're doing pretty well. Mogo Grin is still going up actually quite a bit. It's up 12%. So again, it's up 30 gems from just yesterday. So I'm not sure if this is going to continue going up as we get closer to New York Comic Con. I do have a feeling that these could dump pretty hard after the event, just because one of the two utility is used up, right? I think there's going to be some utility with the VV-verse with these Mogul Grins. So kind of because I know Ron English kind of talked about Delusionville and a handful of other things. So yeah, that's about it. And the Affinity Gauntlet, it actually pumped up back up to 100 gems. There was a period of time where this thing was like well below 100 gems. Yeah, it was at 90 for a good period of time, and now it looks like it's finally pumped to over 100. Maybe again because of New York Comic Con. There could be something related to that. We're not entirely sure, but yeah, that's it. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Good luck on the Spider-Man drops coming up here in the near future, and I hope you guys have a good one. Oh yeah, double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over. I'll catch you guys next time.